Hello everybody, how you doing? Happy Sunday. How are you? How was your week? I hope it was good. I'm trying to 1 minute fix my headphones because I'm looking at the viewfinder and my hair's looking a little bit funky. How are you guys? Welcome back to another a normal person would start this again, but we're not going to do that. Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Life's Your Bitch. I really do hope you've had a lovely week. I hope you're going into a lovely week, or if you're listening to this on a random Wednesday, I hope your week's going well. I hope you're happy. I hope you've got some things to be grateful for, because I do. So let's jump straight into them. Also, I feel like not that this matters at all, has absolutely no bearing on the episode. You really don't need to know. My abs are currently, because I'm giggling, are on fire. I hate to be that person and talk about it again. I'm currently running a marathon next week. If you're listening to this on time, this time next week, actually not true, because if you're listening to this on time when it comes out 7 a.m, I'll probably still be asleep. My start time's not till 11:30, but I run a marathon next Sunday. It was that classic thing of when the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Day and everyone's like, oh my god, I've not had a shower since last year. Oh my god, I've not eaten since last year. It hit 12 a.m. Monday and I was like, I run a marathon next week. It's no longer weeks away, this, that, the other. Next weekend, I'm running a fucking marathon. Anyway, so I'm just fucking tired at the moment, and I'm in the last 2 weeks of taper weeks I'm finding annoying, because you still have decent enough runs to do. I had to do a 9k on Monday. I hate all my 9Ks at the moment. Every week I've had a long run and a 9K. I don't know why my plans worked out that way, but it has. It's been a 9K, whether that's been tempo or easy or intervals. The distance has been 9K. Sorry, I'm just moving. Whoop, my laptop. Gosh, cut out there. I was just moving my laptop so, I could put my feet up and get comfy. We're going to be here a while. Buckle up. Yeah. Taper week is I've got 9K and 16K this week. That's still a decent amount of fucking running. And I'm just so tired at the moment, so I went to Pilates on Tuesday, instead of the gym, because I just really can't be bothered to do anything at the moment. And then I always say that, and then Pilates is so intense. We did abs. Obviously, you do abs and Pilates all the time, but I don't go to Pilates and I don't do abs. Oh my god, when we were in there, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to literally bend over tomorrow. They're so sore. Anyway, things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for a nice rest day morning this morning. Was supposed to take myself out on a walk, sat on the sofa and listen to music and have my porridge and clean the flat and watch some TikTok instead. Am I mad at it? Not really, because again, I can just still get started with work at the same time because it's rest day. I've got an hour that would normally be in the gym or running to waste, essentially. Nice way to look at it. Very grateful for that. I'm grateful for, and this is going to be a funny one, and I'm going to do an episode, I think, somewhat about this and somewhat about just I don't know, relationships in your 20s, low-key anxious attachment styles. But my boyfriend is currently on holiday with his pals, right? And the way it's worked out is he's gone for 3 weekends, and then it's the marathon weekend that we're going to see each other, so next weekend, but he gets back midweek. So the way it works out is we wouldn't have seen each other for 4 weeks, for a whole month. And I'm actually quite grateful for it. Again, I'm not going to dive too much into it because I feel like I'm going to do an episode somewhat about it. But in short, it's always... no, I feel like I'm not going to get into it. But it's been really nice to be in Manchester doing my normal life and have loads of time for my friends. Gabby came and stayed for a week, and we've also not been able to talk some of the times, and I just feel I'm quite grateful for it, because it's kind of made me have no choice but to focus on myself and other relationships around me, which I feel I actually really needed, because this is the longest relationship I've been in, somewhat. It's not actually, a couple months short, I think, currently, but a relationship from when you're 14 to 18, from 20 to 24, I'm sure you can imagine, is very different. I can't believe I've been in relationships for that long. But yeah, 14 to 16, I feel do they really count? The years where we were 16, 17, 18, or we were only together when we were 18 for I was literally with him for a month by the time I was 18. So they're obviously very different, but yeah, I've not done this before, obviously. So there's always like a lot of new emotions coming up and stuff. Like we're always like, both of us obviously changed so much since we got together at the beginning, and our lives have changed so much. And I feel like I just really needed a few weeks of just kind of like me on my own, reminding myself that like my life is really great and I've got so many great people around me, and forcing myself to do things on my own and take a bit more care of myself and realize that actually I'm really great. And that sounds really deep, but I don't know. I personally feel like I really needed it. If actually this has gone live now at this point, so I've got a whole video about kind of this going live on my YouTube tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm going to do a podcast on it. So if you are interested in kind of like what the fuck I'm talking about, you can go and watch that. And also, I uploaded a reel in the week. I kind of really want to save it till the YouTube video goes live for like clickbait reasons, which is what a good influencer should do. But also, I did it yesterday and I love it so much. It took me 4 hours and I'm just so excited for people to like see it, and I'm so excited for it to go live that I just want to post it tomorrow. I have started a new series on my Instagram, like the post-breakup glow, searching for the post-breakup glow while in a relationship, which controversial people might not agree with, or will probably have something to say about it. But yeah, you can go and watch those if you're interested in what I'm talking about. One more, what am I grateful for? I did not do my journal this morning. I haven't been doing my journal. I've been going on my phone first thing because me and my boyfriend are in such different time zones, just to see if he's alive or if he's been able to get some signal. I'll just check first thing so then I forget to journal. What else am I grateful for? Do you know what? I've got an episode, I think it's going to be next week. It was supposed to be this week's, but I feel like I just wanted a break to have a bit of like a fun episode this week. So as you've seen by the title, we're talking about things we cancelled, but I think we should bring back. But I've got an episode about this kind of going live next week. But I'm really, really, really trying to just express gratitude for like my job, my lifestyle, and like my own hard work, because I found so many conclusions through life coaching at the moment that I can't wait to like talk to you guys about a bit more. But one being that I actually find it really, really difficult, cry me a river, to sit in the privilege of having a cool job. And it's not, obviously it's a privilege, but it's also years and years of hard work. Like I have been posting videos since I was 16, and for a good amount of time was posting every other day on YouTube, like videos. So there's this funny guilt that comes with when you kind of get to your dream life and life feels good and life feels quote unquote easy in some kind of way, because you're doing what you love, you're doing what you're good at, and you're kind of like getting towards your goal and your dream life. Like this was my dream life for like ever since I was aware you could have a job. This is what I would have wanted mine to be. Like ever since I started watching people on YouTube when I was like 12, like this was always it. This was the dream. The scale, the opportunities, like we're still building, but like this was the dream. And it's actually really difficult. Like my life coach literally made me cry. To have that when people around you might not. Anyway, I'm going to do a whole episode about it, but I'm just trying to express so much gratitude for it instead of guilt, instead of being like feeling bad if someone's like, what did you do today? And I'm like, oh, I spent a few hours in a coffee shop editing a reel and editing my YouTube video. Then I came back and I put all my pink lights on and I filmed a podcast about something that I'm interested in. And then I like had the afternoon off and went and got my nails done because I kind of didn't have anything else to do. Like instead of feeling guilty for saying that, I'm trying to express like immense amount of gratitude, because it is gratitude that I feel, but it's kind of sometimes disguised as guilt. So I'm just trying to express so much gratitude for my general life at the moment. Again, that probably sounded really quite eye-rolly, or hopefully relatable in some way. I don't know if it really is. If you're building something of your own, or you're freelance, or you're whatever, I think you might be able to relate to it. But anyway, let's get on with the episode. Things we cancelled that I think we should bring back. And this came from a couple of things that obviously I'm going to discuss. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a whole fucking episode on this. Why not? It feels very Emma Chamberlain-esque that it doesn't really matter. And I'm kind of just sharing my own opinion. But It's my fucking podcast, so if I want to do that, I'm gonna do that. Number 1, things we cancelled and we should have brought back: individuality and just like imperfection. I feel like we are getting here, but I feel like we got to a point where like low key everybody was kind of the same. I feel like maybe kind of like post lockdown, when we started like seeing each other again, it was almost like people forgot how to like dress, how to interact, how to be, how to have opinions somewhat. I feel like you either came out one or the other, and we almost became kind of cult-like. Like, people really started to idolize people on the internet and then start showing up as them. Matilda de Jerf, for a great example, if you listen to Goes Without Saying, they said they literally went into a Matilda de Jerf, I know she's somewhat cancelled now, but like, hear me out, event, and everybody was the same. Everybody was in like pastel shirts and linen trousers and ballet flats with big bouncy blowouts. Everybody was blonde. Everybody had like very natural makeup on. And obviously it's a pop-up. It's a pop-up for clothes. You're going to get people in there who all, well, we're here for the clothes. We all like the same clothes. We all have similar style. Of course, Molly May's leather jacket that went absolutely like viral, and everybody and their mums had it and was wearing it with hoodies and jeans. And again, it's a very staple outfit if you're going out running errands, but I feel like we really lost some kind of individuality and like imperfection. It was kind of like we just started copying people. We were no longer taking inspiration of like, oh my god, I love your jacket, but also I want to wear it with this and this and this. It was very much, for so long we've been like chasing beauty standards that I think people just started to copy them and get them, and everybody somewhat kind of looks the same. Like, you go into a club and everybody is kind of looking the same these days. Everybody's got like jeans and a nice top, and everybody's got like a Dyson Airwrap blowout or a slick back bun and a pair of hoops and probably trainers or a little kitten heel pointed toe court shoe on. Like, we really like lost that there for a minute, I feel like, but I do feel like it's coming back, and if not, we should bring it back. But I do feel like it's definitely coming back. Why do I think it's coming back? I'm not entirely sure. I think people kind of just got sick of it. Sick of chasing a beauty standard that was unattainable, sick of chasing trends that are forever changing, sick of wasting money and time and effort and confidence on these things, that we are kind of starting to come into our own again. I definitely feel like I am going that way and not sweating like the imperfections of things so much anymore. Like, we've always obviously had it in like models with kind of like unique features are always favoured and idolised, but as soon as it's like uniqueness that's not quite model-esque, we were like shun upon it. But I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm just really like engaging with content like that at the moment, so it's coming up on my TikTok and stuff, but I just feel like there's more people coming out and about and popping their head up that have like really individual and like unique and have their own style, and like there's far less copy and pasting going on. I don't know, I think it's coming back, and if not, let's bring it back. Just the idea of people not wanting to change themselves so much, having their own like personal style, changing jeans that they find and changing like fun buttons over. And like, I'm definitely on my crafty Pinterest at the moment, and like I've got so many things that I want to do to stuff in my wardrobe just to like make them my own. And I feel like it's going to come back. Again, I feel like this is quite Emma Chamberlain-esque. Maybe it's just because I'm listening to her podcast. But like, making things your own, having a strong personal style, and being like respected for that, and people thinking it's like cool. I'm here for it. Number 2, I think this is why this idea came to my head. Clubbing. Bring back clubbing. We're getting there. If anybody listened to my Feral Girl era podcast, this is where this has come from. I think we have been shitting on clubbing too much since post-COVID. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to go into a club. I don't want to go into Prism. I don't want to go into pop world. But I want to go to, maybe more I'm talking about like events, raves, cooler clubs. I want to go into a bar where I can dance. I want to get sexy. Charlie XCX, if you will, I think is kind of single-handedly bringing back that like messy clubbing era. Again, it's really nothing profound. You know, there's been ravers out here for years. Some people never stopped. But I feel like as for the masses, again, if you listen to my Feral Girl era podcast, again, maybe it's just my echo chamber, maybe it's the content I'm interacting with. Everybody and their mums, and as have I, kind of went down this wellness, sober curious, I would rather be at a run club than at a bar kind of movement. I'm all for it. I think it was important. I think it did well for me, definitely. I think there's definitely a lot to learn from kind of reducing your alcohol and finding other things fun and kind of like figuring out who you are when you drink and parts of you don't like when you drink, like relying on drink kind of thing I'm talking about, and social interactions and whatever, and being able to step away from that and just enjoy it is fantastic. But I think we need to get back to the point where we are doing it for enjoyment. Don't get me wrong, like I've got friends that don't drink, never have drank. Like my literal best friend Gabby is not a drinker, but she is a raver. She will go to a festival and like be sober. She'll go to a day rave and like be sober. And I'm not saying Gabby needs to drink, but I'm just saying people who don't drink then kind of, and it obviously goes without saying, all right, don't make me fucking explain myself. Everybody can have different interests and people don't have to agree with this. This is me and this is my podcast and this is the things I think we cancelled that we need to bring back. I think we cancelled clubbing and we were like, anybody who does that is fucking wrong. Like, you should be spending more time on your health and wellness. I can't believe your priorities is alcohol. You're a low life and you have no life. And you need to grow up. And it's like, actually, no, maybe you need to grow down a peg. You're fucking 24. I'm 24 in a couple of weeks, guys. But even still, why are we acting like 24's old then, hey? Why are we acting like a 24-year-old can't be in a club or in a rave, in lace, having the fucking time of her life? Because if you can't do it now, literally when the fuck can you? What, you're supposed to only do that when you're 18? I don't fucking think so. Somebody put me in a sexy outfit, in a club, in a bar, at a rave, at a festival, because it's back. It's fucking back. And I was so bored for a minute there, pretending that I didn't enjoy it because I thought it was like uncool and like not classy and like not, just almost shamed upon, but like fucking sue me. I love a drink. Sue me. It's back. It's coming back. This summer, like I'm so here for it. I definitely need some friends in Manchester that like enjoy it a bit more, although I feel like my friends do, but we just don't do it together because we didn't become friends on those basis. Like I'll be running with my friend, she'll be like, oh yeah, I've been out for the last like 2 weekends in a row with like my boyfriends and friends, and then someone else will be like, oh yeah, and I'm like, hello, what, why are we not doing this together then? I don't know. Also on that, I'm gonna add in like being so certain on the type of music you like, aka I feel like if you, maybe this is a personal, well, it is a personal thing. These are things I think we cancelled that I think we should bring back. And if it's only my echo chamber and my small circle around me that cancelled it, no worries. D&B. Obviously, D&B was never cancelled, but I do feel like there is a lot of people that were like, oh God, I could never. It was me. Oh my God, I could never. I need to be so, like, I always used to say, I need to be so drunk that I don't know my name to enjoy drum and bass. Not true. Guys, guess who's going to Boomtown this year, by the way? Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I can't wait. But being so stubborn in the types of music you like, what you enjoyed in the club when you were 18 might not be what you enjoy now. I'm just going to go ahead and say it because I love I love that kind of music now. I always also used to say the same for techno. Don't get me wrong, there's some techno I still need to be really quite drunk for. Like, techno came on my run the other day, and it was at the point where, like, I was in the pits, and it was too much. It wasn't, I needed to be locked in to enjoy that kind of music, and I wasn't. I needed locking in, and that wasn't going to get me there. But I just think, like, me and my friends always used to be like, oh my God, I don't understand people that enjoy that music. I could never. People who, like, just listen to that around their house and, like, on a drive and whatnot. Hello? It's so fun. Again, I feel like it goes hand in hand with just like bringing back the messiness of like clubbing, raving, festivals, and just like enjoying different types of music for different types of things. Don't get me wrong, I'm still not running around my house to like D&B. I mean, I might sometimes, but I really get its place and I really enjoy it for what it is. And if you're not already give it another listen. Okay, proteinless pasta. Why did we cancel any meal that like didn't have protein in it? Because they're some of the best meals in the world. Don't get me wrong, not every day. Your girl needs her gains, she needs the muscle recovery. But if I want to enjoy, the other day it was pre-long run and I didn't have anything in, but I had in stuff in to make Gigi Hilly pasta because that's always what I make my pals. They say it would be their death row meal. Apparently I make a fantastic pasta. That one I actually made them in the end wasn't that great because I used so much pasta that like it was a little bit dry. I needed a little bit more pasta water. Anyway, bring it back because I nearly didn't have it because I was like, on my own, because I was like, there's no protein in it, whatever. And I was like, baby, you're going on a long run. You need carbs. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm getting a call. It was AI or Siri or some of the sort saying, I want to talk to you. Add me on WhatsApp. Call ended. Why do I want to add them on WhatsApp? Obviously, I know it's not like anything legit, but can anything happen from me adding someone on WhatsApp? I don't think so. And I want to know who that is. What do you want to talk about? Obviously, I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to click on any links you send me, but like, God forbid a girl be curious. Anyway, proteinless pasta, need I say much more? It's not, life isn't always about the gains. If you want to enjoy a bowl of pasta, let's bring it back because do you know what else? I had cereal for dinner yesterday, just plain cereal. And I never do that. Proteinless meals, in fact. Like, I understand, you know, like I said, not every day, some days for the gains. But like, if you can't be bothered or you don't want it some days, oh, can we please relax? Life is too short. Okay, this one, I've been adding to this list randomly. I put funny words. I said this never left my vocab, but bring back YOLO, because like facts. YOLO. I think in here I meant just like taking ourselves less serious. I think we are in a serious epidemic where everybody is taking their lives far too seriously and nobody's acting their age. And I think I was using YOLO to stand for that. But facts, things we cancelled kind of goes back to like individualityness. Why did we cancel people having a personality then? I really feel like we did, which is why I think so many people, and like rightly so, but so many people like literally just showing a bit of personality or like being a bit funny on TikTok did so well because everybody else had kind of just got into themselves and like being weird and like having a personality and like being different was so like weird and scary for a little bit there. I feel like we cancelled being weird and having any kind of individuality and personality and being the weird girl, and I think we are in like an actual serious epidemic where everybody is taking themselves too seriously, taking lives too seriously, and it's starting to freak me out a little bit. And goes back to the clubbing, goes back to the individuality, goes back to the proteinless pasta. I think everybody needs to chill out and just remember YOLO every once in a while. Thank you very much. I know, profound. I bet this is exactly the content you guys were looking for when you clicked on this. Okay, this one I agree with. After school clubs. Okay, maybe we didn't cancel it. Maybe we just grew up. There's definitely a theme here of just like actually just like being your own person. I just think we maybe cancelled that for a little bit there. But having hobbies. Cool girls have hobbies. It's not like a funny flexy joke. Not that anyone thinks it's a flex, but everybody like really laughs at it as a joke and thinks it's so relatable. And someone's like, oh, so like tell me a bit about yourself, or like what do you do, or like what do you enjoy in like job interviews and stuff. It's like low-key not cool to say nothing. Or be like, oh God, I actually just like don't know. You need hobbies. My friend Jess did a great video on YouTube, Jess Farnham, if you want to go and watch it, about hobbies and how, I can't remember what the stat was, but how it makes people like 80-something% happier to like have a passion and have a hobby and have something you enjoy. To also have a third space, we cancelled, and the third space became our internet. Third space being somewhere that you spend a lot of your time outside of work in your home. So like after work, where are you going? Like before you go home, or on the weekends, like where are you going? Have a third space where people know your name and like know your order and like know what you like and know you, and you can walk in and be like, hi, rah, rah, and like you have a little spot or whatever. Like having a third space got cancelled. Having hobbies got cancelled. And I'm so over it. Again, I do think this is all things that are like coming back. But if you do not have a hobby, please do. Like there's people from my hometown going back to like drama school, going back to musical theatre, doing plays again. Like what? That's so fucking fun. Going back to dance, getting back into painting, picking up like a fun team sport. walk clubs, run clubs. There are so many cool places in Manchester doing sick things, and there's probably loads of cool places in your hometown or wherever you are doing cool things. You just need to go out and find it. You need a third space or just something you enjoy, a hobby you enjoy. I promise you now, it will make you so much happier. It will give you a sense of self. It will give you something to focus on. It will make you feel cool to have other things that you're doing and other things that you're focusing on. It will make you a more interesting person. People will enjoy talking to you more. You will enjoy talking to other people more because you've got something to talk about. Let's stop with the, like, oh my God, I have no idea what I do, like, outside of work and, like, TikTok. Oh God, I don't have any hobbies. Get a hobby. Get a hobby. And everyone's always like, about how do I know, and like, what do I do? And like, hobbies can be expensive, sure, but also they really don't have to be. Like, hobby, go volunteer at like a gardening club if that's your thing. It's free. You're doing things for the people. Hobby can be colouring. Go and get yourself a colouring book and pens. You will go into the works and spend max £5 if you want to. Get a canvas and a paintbrush. Again, you'll spend max £10 if you want to. There is so many things you can do. Run clubs, free. Walk clubs, free. There's definitely like a fun netball, five-a-side team you can join if you want. Go and get a freaking skipping rope and a hula hoop for all I care, and like get a hobby. Get something that you do. Maybe your third space is just like a coffee shop that you love. Maybe you love the library. Maybe your hobby is that like every Saturday morning, every Wednesday after work, you go via the library and you just like go and scan all the fun fashion books, and you sit for a while and you flick through them all and you get inspo, and then you go home and you buy a Vogue magazine on the way home. So max, you've spent £4 here, and you collage fun things, and you got inspo from the fashion books, and then every week you do that and you spend £4 on like a different magazine. Or a Vogue is long enough to last you the month. You spend £4 a month on a Vogue, and like every Wednesday you make like a fun little collage from something that inspired you in the fashion books. What? Tell me that one doesn't sound so cool, sound so fun, and make you the coolest, most interesting person in the world. Do what I did. Buy a notebook from Amazon, £6. You can get them from the works if you care that much, but I wanted like a soft back one, £6 from Amazon. Collect things every week from things you do, random leaflets that you see, stickers that you see, tickets from things, receipts from things, wristbands from things. Don't get me wrong, some weeks I don't have anything. And junk journal your life every week. You need a glue stick, and then just random things that you see in the week. Receipts from coffees you got. Maybe your coffee shop actually has like a fun sticker that they leave out that you can take. Mine does. I take it. Maybe you see a photo booth and you spend £4 as you walk past it, and you get a little cute photo of yourself. Anything. You finish a product that week, maybe you peel the label off and you stick it in. I have Who Gives a Crap toilet paper. Every time I finish toilet paper or open a new one, I save the wrapping on it. That's junk journal material right there. You get a little fun order, or like you buy something from a shop. Is the carrier bag cool? Can we cut out something? Free magazines left in like cool clothes stores. There always is. There is so many things to like get creative with and have hobbies with, and it just like, we really cancelled caring and like giving a fuck and like having anything you care about and having any sense of individuality. Bring it back. Bring back caring, bring back building in public, bring back having hobbies, bring back having some fucking personality and like individuality to what you do. I'm so bored of I have created like a space online and in my algorithm where it is people doing fun things, and also like bring back diversitizing your like timeline. Like, I realized recently that I'm way too much on like fitness talk and things that like I'm trying to bring back in fashion people and like people that I don't really care to be similar to, but I find inspiring because they're just so authentically themselves. Loves it. House parties, bring them back. Spontaneous sleepovers with friends, bring them back. I want to stay over after, like, oh, you want to get ready at mine? It's like, oh, but then my stuff will be there. Stay at mine. After the funny night out, come back and stay at mine. I think when you move out and like everybody actually has their own flats and stuff, you don't do this because you can just go back to yours and it doesn't matter what time you get in, and you can go and be silly at your own house and you can wake up in your own house. You don't have to do anything. But like, bring back just being silly and like going back to your friend's house and then like having another funny bottle of wine. Or like, you've got a run club in the morning, come sit at mine. Let's go together. Let's like have dinner together before. That would be so fun. Like, can we bring back adult sleepovers? Okay, this one it goes hand in hand with everything I've already said. Collecting stamps, stickers, or random souvenirs. If my friend Gabby's listening to this, she'll be like, my friend Gabby collects stickers off of lampposts, and I tell her not to because I do think it's a bit gross, and I also think she walks past it and goes, oh my god, that's so sick. I'm like, then leave it, because someone else is going to walk past it and think the same. And it brings joy to the world. Same as if you walk past a gorgeous flower on the street. I know you want to pick it and take it home, but leave it there. Let other people who walk past the gorgeous flower admire it. But she says nobody looks and cares as much as she does, which is probably true. But like, she collects stamps from like fun charity shops and vintage shops and whatever, and antique shops, souvenir shops, and she has a page in her junk journal of just like stamps, cool stamps. I think it's fucking sick. I think she's literally one of the coolest people ever, because like, she has this junk journal of just like random stuff that she's seen and she thought was cool, and she collaged it and she put it together and she collects it. She collects fruit stickers off of fruit. You know, if you like buy a banana or an avocado or a mango and it has a little sticker on it, she'll put it in her junk journal. I fucking love shit like that. So cool. Bring it back. Okay. I also put on my story things. Oh my god, chocolate breakfast cereals. Bring it back. Bring it back. AKA, I think I'm saying bring back being a kid again. So true. Bring it back. I actually have been doing this recently. I had Weetabix minis for cereal. For dinner yesterday. And some mornings I wake up and be like, I need a high protein breakfast, and I need fruit, and I need this. True that you need that to feel your best, but also sometimes I just want a bowl of fucking chocolate cereal. Sue me. Bring it back. Again, I asked on my story, sorry I got carried away, because I wanted to see what you guys thought and react, because I didn't think I had enough. Knocking for friends. Bring it back. Bring it back. I want to go to my friend's flat and knock on the door and be like, hey, what are you doing? Do you want to come play out? Why? Guys, I'm trying to organise finally seeing my uni friends, because we like are so bad, and we'll be like, yeah, we'll do it, and then months will pass by because people will be busy. The other day I was like, no, we actually need a date. Like, I don't care how far in advance it is now, because then we'll be like, oh, we can't see each other for like 4 months, like, oh, and then we don't plan it, and then before you know it, the 4 months has rolled around and we should have actually just put in that weekend because we didn't manage anything sooner. So I was like, I don't care when it is. June, let's do it. It actually has to be July, but like, oh god, the simple days of just like knocking on your friend's door and be like, do you want to do anything? Do you want to play out? And then the mum being like, okay, you've got an hour, and then you have to come back for your homework. And just like, not having that much to do. No responsibilities. You can just go knock on your friend's door and be like, what are you doing? Do you want to play? Yeah, clubbing. I'm a photographer at clubs, and honestly, the age 13 to 30 clubbing is dying out. Couldn't agree more. Oh, interesting. Loving your skin, but still wearing makeup. I stopped wearing makeup to love my skin, but I really miss it. Girl, do it. As long as you love yourself. I feel like I've been talking about this recently, of like feeling like you need to like strip your life back and like not care about your looks and not dress nice and not wear makeup to like love yourself, but you really don't, because then you kind of go the other way. And it's not self-indulgent or like self-obsessed to wear makeup and look nice and care about how you look, as long as you know that you love yourself with or without those things. Indulge in it, have fun with it, be self-obsessed. Like, that really isn't an issue. As long as you now know that you love your skin and you don't need makeup to hide it, you now can like go and enjoy makeup and have fun with it again, because it's when you become too reliant on something. Again, I just posted like a whole video on like me with this and clothes and body confidence. Is like, I relied on my body so heavily to make me feel confident, which is why I spent so long trying to shrink myself, and then finally was really small, but then was so obsessed with my body and like showing off my body in the clothes that I wore, that I had to go the other way to prove to myself that it doesn't matter to me. But now I'm finally at the point where I can enjoy clothes again, and I can enjoy looking good, and I can enjoy showing off my body, but I know it doesn't really matter. If it all went tomorrow, I would be fine. Oh my god, cute little frilly socks from school. So cute, love that. Oh my god, running for fun. Running for fun. Why did we cancel running for fun? So true. It's like, what are you training for? What's your pace? Have you got intervals this week? Oh, did you miss your training session? My training went perfectly. I seen this video the other day of like the Paris Marathon, and somebody was like, it was this gorgeous video, I reposted on TikTok, of like, some people are here for PBs and some people are here for this and some people are here for this. And the one that got me crying, the video got me crying, but the one that got me crying was a guy who had stopped. He pulled himself to the side. He obviously had like gone to Paris to run the Paris Marathon. I don't think he was obviously from Paris. And he had stopped, he'd pulled himself to the side, and he was taking a selfie with like whatever building it was that they had gone past. Or maybe it wasn't even a building, I didn't recognise it. And it was just, he was having a great time. And I'm like, I commented, I was like, wow, that got me, because that is what it's all about. And his thing was like, and some people are here to make memories. And then he showed this man like taking photo, and I was like, fuck. Again, why are we taking it so seriously? Like, that is what it's all about. Like in Manchester Marathon, I want to be able to fucking stop if I want and like look around and be like, this is fucking cool. Pull myself to the side, take a selfie, remember the time that I ran the marathon. Like, that is what it's all fucking about, isn't it? Like, I've got fucking chills. Snapchat groups, best way to keep in touch with friends, sending random videos every day. Yeah, I agree, but I still do this. So if you've cancelled it, bring it back. Caring about other people's opinions, facts. I low-key love 2016 glam, bring back the cut creases. Oh my god, the Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow, Kylie lip kits, facts. Bring it back then, girl. We definitely did cancel it. Again, that's what I mean. Like, we just cancelled these trends. And it's like, if that is you and that is what you love and that is your like fun thing, again, that sense of individuality, bring it back. Fuck the clean girl, fuck the 2016 glam, fuck the aesthetic names and like the cores and the trends. And if that is you, do it. Bring back like not following what everybody else is doing. It's so boring. I love this. My friend Lucy said, iPods and cable earphones, no phones, just pure music. Facts. Let me bring an iPod to the gym. What? No distractions. You're going on a walk? Let me bring an iPod so I can listen to music and I can have fun and I can switch my music and do whatever I want. But there's no phone. Nobody can contact me. I love that. I love that so much. The worrying amount of people that said skinny jeans, y'all have fun with that. But again, it's like, if you want to wear skinny jeans, wear the fucking skinny jeans. Bring back girls being messy. Facts. Bring back cringe, said the same person. Why do we all yearn for being timeless? Fucking facts. Bring back being cringe. Why do we all yearn for being timeless? Bring back making fucking mistakes. So true. So true. Sorry. Got a bit passionate there, screaming down the mic, but that is what it's all about. Again, sense of individuality. Bring back just like not having to fucking get things right and being allowed to mess up. And do you know what it is as well? It's because we're showing so many people our every move, so then it's hard to come back and be like, actually, like, I'm not doing that anymore, or that didn't work, or I'm not having fun with that anymore, or I've changed my fucking mind. Bring back changing your fucking mind. How about that one? So it gets so funny again. Someone said playing out, and then someone else said showing up and knocking on people's doors to see if they were free rather than setting plans. Love it. Mini dresses and clubbing. Skinny jeans again. Any sense of individuality, everybody seems to be a clone of each other. And, oh my god, someone said meals with no protein. Oh my god, plain pasta and sauce. Facts. And we're going to end it on my best friend, the girl who collects the stamps, saying, dabbing. And if that does not represent not taking yourself so fucking seriously, I don't know what will. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I just wanted to, again, not really have anything to say. Come and just, like, have fun. Not be so serious for once. I feel really great about that. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next week with a much more serious episode. I love you so much. Bye!